Okay guys, today we'll be learning about another basic tools of Photoshop, Polygonal and Lasso tool. But first of all, we need to create a new file. So just go to File and New, and we'll be saving this as Polygonal and Lasso tool. I'll be using a custom right now, so change the dimension into inches. I'll be using a small bond paper size using a landscape. So put 11 as inches as the width, and height should be in 8.5. The standard resolution is 300 RGB color mode and in 8-bit. Okay, here it is. So I need to do a fit screen, so just select zoom tool and fit screen so that you can be able to see it clearly. So by using a polygonal lasso tool first, example, I'll be creating a character like this one. Okay, you can hold Control to complete the shape and create a new layer. So rename it as head, and I'll be coloring it with this one, a light green color, and use paint bucket tool, or the shortcut is G. You need to deselect. Shortcut is Control D. Okay, now I want to create an eye. So I'll be creating a shape like this. By the way, a polygonal or lasso tool can be used as a cropping tool at the same time. So while the lines here are blinking, you can click or press delete and deselect, Control D. Okay, I'll try to zoom in using the zoom tool. So I'll be creating an eye for this one. Connect by holding Control and create a new layer. Rename it as eye. Okay, we want to color this as in darker green. Use paint bucket tool. Okay, go to move tool and select, Control D. Press enter. So to save time and effort, you can right click the layer of the eye and duplicate it. Okay, by holding Control, you can click the duplicated layer, the box, click it, and change the color into white and fill it with paint bucket tool. There you go. And deselect by pressing Control D. And now you can resize this duplicated layer by clicking the Show Transform controls, or by going to Edit, Transform, and Scale. By holding Shift, you can be able to resize the shape without distorting it. Okay, just like that. Press Enter. Okay, you can use the Zoom tool to fit screen. So I want to resize, or I want to scale down. Do a scale down here. So I'll be holding from the eye copy to the head. I'll be holding Shift to select all the layers, and I'll be pressing Edit or Show Transform controls like this one. Okay. Because I want to create, press Enter. I want to create hair for this one. Okay, so now I'll be using Lasso tool. Okay, Okay, there you go. Create a new layer again. New layer. And rename it as hair. So I want the color of this one now in this one, just a darker green. So fill it with paint bucket tool, just like that. So we do have something like a rocker here. Yeah. Okay. From the hair layer down to the head, I'll select it by holding shift and resize again. By holding shift, you can resize it equally. Okay, without doing some distortion or stretch to the image. I'll apply it. There you go. Now I'll be creating a body using a polygonal lasso tool. Hold Control to close the line. So just create a new layer. Rename it as body. Click OK. I want it to color green tone still. This one. Press G for the shortcut of paint bucket tool. And you can now, as you can see, the body layer is now overlapping the head part. So better that you drag the body layer below the head layer. Something like this. Okay, you can even move it like this one. Okay, you can apply this distort if you want to do some changes. Just like that. Whatever is your desired shape. Okay. I'll be creating. Oh, but before anything else, you save your file. File, save. So file, save as Polygonal Lasso tool. So I'll save it in first in my desktop. Here in PSD and Polygonal Lasso tool. Save. Okay. So by using Polygonal Lasso tool, I'll be creating the legs. Okay, hold Control to complete the shape. Then create a new layer again. Rename it as legs. So I want this in darker color right now. So press G, color it. Okay, I want to create arms for the character by using Polygonal Lasso tool. You can press backspace if you want. Okay, space. Okay, create. Hold Control to close the shape. So layer new. So this will be the right arm. And I want to select the color of this one, the skin tone. So you can use eyedropper. Select the skin tone of the head. So it will automatically change the foreground color into the skin tone. Okay. So by using paint bucket tool, color it, and use polygonal lasso tool to create another shape for the left arm. Hold Control to close the line or the shape. So create a new layer again. Rename it as left arm. Click OK and fill it with paint bucket tool. Control D to deselect. I can now move the arm. There you go. So it should be below the body layer. That. So this one, when you do right click, you can see the uppermost word. It is the layer that you want to do some modification. Okay, so the right arm should also below the body. Okay, So save your file. Then I'll be using a lasso tool to create a shape here, something like this. Okay, by holding shift I can create another shape. Seems like the character is thinking something. Okay, just like that. Create layer, create balloon. Okay, I want to color it lighter green, just like that. Press G, color it. Okay, and I want to create still, hold shift, and I want it in darker color, so fill it with color using paint bucket tool. Control D. There you go. Oh, by the way, you can press Control Alt Z to undo. More than twice you can undo, or more than once you can undo the file. Whenever you want to do some changes, create a layer, new layer. I'll put a question mark here. Okay, then by using paint bucket tool, you fill it with color. There you go. Control V. If you want to create another shape here, okay, you can use Control Shift N for creating a new layer. I'll rename it as BG or background. Okay, and fill it with other color, something like that. Okay, there you go. Save your file, and you can save it also in JPEG format. Select JPEG, save it. You can now upload it. You can now upload this for your social media if you want it to be known internationally or worldwide. Okay, so that's all. Thank you for your time. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. God bless.